Hey, welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online. If you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate if you'd purchase your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today we'll be taking a look at this Rolex Explorer custom PVD coating, rather. So it came at a customer's request to have their Rolex Explorer, the reference number 226570, done with a full PVD coating with some slight fluorescent or luminescent slightly features on there, just on the dial features itself. As you can see, I'm shining a black light onto the dial there, and it's incredibly bright. So in the right lighting condition, it looks absolutely radiant. But when you turn out the lights, well, there goes the lights. So let me turn on the lights so you can actually see it for what it actually is. So this is the Rolex Explorer II in a PVD coating with orange accents for all of the features here on this watch. Very interesting, quite nice actually. And yeah, I'll be going over all the aspects of this case, the case size, the bezel, the dial, the crown functions, as well as the movement and the bracelet. And I'll be giving my thoughts on these throughout this video. So honestly, there's not really much else to say here outside of basically what I would say for the new Rolex Explorer, the 2021 version, because that's basically what this is. Just custom painted entirely to make that PVD look there. Anyway, 42 millimeters from finger to thumb. That's the 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock position, the diameter of the watch, same as from the 10 to 4 o'clock position. Monoblock middle case with the screw down case back and the Rolex winding crown, ensuring water resistance down to 100 meters or 330 feet below sea level. You also have, well, basically a monoblock middle case, but the steel, originally a nice high polish along the sides with a satin brush finishing across the front of the case, all PVD coated in a black, very nice and actually very interesting, very strong and robust black ceramic look here. Same with the bezel, although it does have a matte feel to it with an orange lacquer matching the color of the dial there. All right, so the bezel itself, although a little bit more diffuse in how it reflects light, I actually quite like this because it's visible from just about any angle, provided that you have the light. And it's incredibly brilliant, very easy to see. My camera's just not doing it justice, but you have to see it in real life to actually really fully appreciate the very deep and rich hues of this orange here. And speaking of the deep and rich hues of the orange, you get that with the dial as well, with a sort of matte black on the inside of all of these counters, but also an orange painting of that same lacquer, making it quite luminescent when there's, you know, a black light shining onto it. Doesn't hold the luminescence, but it looks very beautiful in any lighting situation. The hands themselves also originally made in 18 karat white gold, but now nicely coated in that same orange with the matte black finish on the luminescent portions there. So it's a fully black watch with orange accents in that regard. Now taking a look here, you'll also have a minute track at the peripheral of the dial there, so you can set the time nice and easy. And speaking of which, setting the time is rather easy, although a little interesting for an Explorer. So basically, unwind the watch at the 3 o'clock position. This allows you to wind the watch. If you're at a dead stop, about 20 to 30 full winds gets you to the full power reserve. Rather simple there. Pull it out to the next position, and doing so will not actually quick set the date, but you can actually move the hour hand independent of all the functionality here, and also by extension, you can change the date as well, either forward or backward. All right, and pull the crown out to the final position. It stops at seconds hand, giving you the hacking function so you can set the minute hand, by extension also the hour hand, and more importantly that GMT hand. Using the bezel as the hour indicator for the GMT hand, you can set your time precisely. So we'll say it's 4 p.m. wherever at home, basically, just after 4 p.m., so 4:11 p.m. And our local time is, well, let's say it's 9:11 p.m. or we'll say it's 10:11 p.m. However you want to do it, basically that's how it works. Screw the crown back into the case in order to ensure the superior water resistance to the watch. Nice and easy there. So what makes all of this work on the inside is the 3285 made in-house by Rolex. Again, you can't see through the case back because you have that solid well, steel with the PVD coating case back. So you have the plus or minus 2 second per day time differential after casing, giving you the superlative chronometer certification as printed on this and every Rolex dial. You have the center hour, minute, and seconds hands with the 24-hour functionality there for that 24-hour GMT hand, and also that second time zone with an independent rapid setting of the hour hand, as I demonstrated earlier. It also has stop seconds for precise time setting. All of those functions I demonstrated just using the winding crown alone. All right, you also have the oscillator on the inside with a paramagnetic blue parachrome hairspring with high performance Paraflex shock absorbers. So what that means is that basically you can get relatively close to magnets and circuitry, anything that gives off some sort of electromagnetic interference, and you can take a few bumps here and there without any effect on the watch or the timekeeping ability of the movement on the inside. It'll be keeping track of time just fine. No need to worry about that. Taking a look, also, you have a bidirectional self-winding via a perpetual rotor center mounted on the inside of the case there, right on top of the movement. So that basically means that you can just wear the watch and the natural movements of your wrist keep that perpetual rotor spinning in place, winding the mainspring barrel, which charges the power reserve. The power reserve for this watch, approximately 70 hours. That's basically 3 days. So you can set this watch down on a Friday evening, pick it back up Monday morning the following week. No need to wind the watch. And while I'm zoomed out here, you can also see that it is made with an Oyster Bracelet. The original finish on here was a satin brush finish, now a PVD coating, giving it quite a very interesting, but also equally brilliant reflection there of the light, with the way that it would have reflected the like light reflections, basically. So you would have had satin brush finishing here, and it's sort of evident. You can kind of see it through the PVD coating, and it's certainly there. Feels very nice on the skin, nice high polish along the sides there, and the flat 3-piece links gives it that sporty feel and look. Now going down to the folding clasp, the Oyster safety clasp rather, simply lift from the bottom of the Rolex crown to open up the safety, and then open up or lift from the top of the clasp to unhook it, and there you go. There's your Rolex logo on the inside with the full steel construction, but it's also actually just all PVD. All right, and also the added benefit of having the Oyster folding clasp, wow, you can't really see it on the monitoring here, but I can see it with my eyes. You have an Easy Link 5mm extension. So what that means is that if you have this watch sized perfectly to your wrist, you can simply reach under here and pull it straight out and give yourself another 5mm of comfort extension. So what's the function of that? Basically, if your wrist happens to swell while you're wearing this, while it's in the smallest position, you can just simply reach under there and pull it straight out. Imperceptible to basically everyone, but you'll certainly feel it if your watch is made to fit your wrist perfectly. When you no longer need it, you can just simply fold it back in on itself, press it back into the clasp, nice and easy, no need to worry about that, and you can keep wearing it regardless of your wrist size as it changes throughout the day. While I'm here, I can also try it on and give you my thoughts as to how it wears on my wrist. 7 inches in circumference. All right, so 42mm, quite a big boy on my wrist. I can barely see the integrated bracelet from the 12 and 6 o'clock sides, but the Explorer II dial is quite something to behold. It's very easy to read and made with that maxi style dial, sort of based on, well, maybe the Submariner is based on that, or this was based on that of the Submariner. Let me know down in the comments below because I can't remember. But honestly, still incredibly easy to read, giving that sporty look. And with the GMT hand, very useful for telling me, you know, a second time zone basically, so I can set that very conveniently and just know what time it is back home if I'm out traveling, or what time it is in, say, I don't know, Turkey or Japan or China, or, you know, wherever I happen to want to know the time. I can just set it to another clock and just not need to worry about pulling out my phone, just have it there on my wrist already. Now, taking a look here, straight down the wrist, it does have quite a bit of, well, downward hang for me. If your wrist is about 7.5 inches, you'll probably have no problem there. If your wrist is about 6.5 or down to 6 inches, you may have some issues with overhang from the lugs, because the lugs do protrude out quite a bit. A lot of space underneath there, but not that that's an issue. At least for me, it may be more of an issue if your wrist is smaller than mine, 6.5 or 6 inches, or even 5.5. Although the breathability here, not an issue because the Oyster Bracelet never actually has tolerance for its entire lifetime. So basically, what that means is it will never pinch your skin and it will never pull hairs out of your wrist. Feels very good, and basically Rolex's construction here, incredibly precise and strong. And here with the PVD, custom PVD coating, as you can see, incredibly easy to read, very interesting color scheme, and with just the right amount of light, the right type of light, it very much glows if you have that black light. So it looks very, very brilliant in certain lighting situations, and quite a conversation piece if you happen to have black lights in your home, for example. But, you know, I digress. Anyway, that's all I have to say about this watch. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. Let us know if you happen to enjoy this. If you happen to enjoy this video, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell notification so you can be notified when we go live with another video like this one. As always, if you'd like to purchase this watch and get the PVD coating, we can do so through our website, jazztime.com. Links in the description below, where you can get it for the lowest possible price anywhere online. And if this one happens to sell, we don't have another one sitting on our desk, or if you want to get your Explorer PVD coated like this one with the colored accents like this, let us know. We can probably do it for you, no problem. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to Model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page, where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.